lesson, we will continue part 2 of our parts of speech. So let's begin. Adverb. What's an adverb? An adverb gives information about a verb, but also can give information about an adjective or even another adverb. Adverbs are considered to be talented words. They give us information about adjectives, about other adverbs, and even about sentences. Now, we can say that adverbs are all around us. There are words like slowly, unfortunately, very, enough, tomorrow, however, always, and so on. We use adverbs because they answer important questions like when, where, how much, how often, why. For example, yesterday evening we walked somewhat slowly in a very beautiful garden. Now in this sentence, the first adverb is yesterday evening. That shows us when the action happened. The action here is walk, that's the verb. The other adverb is slowly, and that shows us how the action happened. How did we walk? We walked slowly. So both yesterday evening and slowly tell us about the verb, walk. You can further ask, how slowly did we walk? Did we walk very slowly or little slowly? The answer is somewhat slowly. Now, somewhat means like a little. So here we have somewhat as an adverb, giving us information about slowly. That is another adverb. If you have a hard time understanding, please repeat what I said. Another very important is that the adverb is giving us information about beautiful. Beautiful is an adjective. So you can see all different kinds of things that adverbs can do. All right, moving along to prepositions. What's a preposition? Prepositions are words like in, on, at, by, from, before, after, with, and these words help us to show the relationship in time, place, and position. For example, I'll see you at school on Sunday. There are two prepositions in this sentence, which are at and on. Two prepositions, at and on. The first preposition, at, shows us the place, where, at school. And the second preposition shows us the time, when, on Sunday. So that's what prepositions do. They help us show relationship in time, place, and position. Now I have students that confuse prepositions and conjunctions. But conjunctions are very different. Conjunctions are words like and, but, on, so, and they help us to connect ideas. So conjunctions help us connect ideas. For example, he bought a drink and a sandwich. There the conjunction is and in the first example. And is the conjunction. And that's helping to connect drink and sandwich. Both are nouns. Also, conjunctions even connect sentences. For example, she went to the shop, but she didn't buy anything. She went to the shop, but she didn't buy anything. Here there are two sentences. We call them clauses. First clause, she went to the shop. Second clause, she didn't buy anything. Here is a closer look. So we said the first clause, she went to the shop, and the second clause, but she didn't buy anything. So so we said the first clause is the reason, and the second clause, but she didn't buy anything, is the result. Here the conjunction but, and this shows us the reason or result in a relationship. Okay, so the last part of speech is interjection. You may ask, what is interjections? Interjections are words that have no real meaning. What are they? They have no real meaning, but they help us show sudden emotions or exclamations. For example, we have here, oh, that's showing a sudden emotion. We have wow, that's another sudden emotion. We have we have yes, we have oh my god, we have oops, we have ouch. So these are all interjections. They really don't have a meaning, but they show, as I said, emotions, exclamations, reactions to things that have happened. So these are words, going back to interjections, like I said, they show being surprised, amazed, as wow. So these are the 8 parts of speech. Let me do a quick recap of what we learned in this lesson. We started with the verb. We started with the verb here, you can see on the screen. And we said that verbs show us an action or state or experience. Where action, state, or an experience. And our next one is a noun. A noun, as we said, is a person, place, animal, thing, feeling, and idea. Pronoun. Pronoun replaces a noun, and we use pronouns, so our speech is not repetitive. What is the word? Repetitive. So repetitive means repeating. Repeating the same word again, the same name again. We said adjectives. Adjectives are words that give us more information about nouns, pronouns, and they answer questions like what kind, how many, what shape, color, size, etc. We talked about adverbs. Adverbs, put up the whole screen. We talked about, we are on adverbs. So we talked about verb, pronoun, adjectives, and noun, and now we are on adverbs. Now, adverbs give us information about verbs or adjectives, or even other adverbs. Going to prepositions. Prepositions are words that help us show relationship in time, place, or position. Prepositions are words that help us to show relationship in time, place, or position. We talked about conjunctions. Conjunctions are words like and, but, or, so, because, and these words help us to connect ideas. These words help us to connect ideas. They can be nouns or verbs or even whole sentences. So you can connect any 2 ideas using conjunctions. And finally, we talked about interjections. Interjections are words with no real meaning, but they help us show expressions sudden emotions or exclamation. And remember, these words are used more commonly in speech and less in writing. So we really don't write, ouch, I hurt myself, or oops, I made a mistake in writing. And if we write them, we must put a punctuation mark of exclamation. So if we write oops, we have to put the punctuation mark exclamation right after oops. All right, so this concludes our lesson about parts of speech, and hopefully you got a better and more clear understanding of our parts of speech. And until our next lesson, ciao.